All right, so if you're a boxer or an MMA fighter or even an athlete, you probably know the feeling that when you're in a round or you're in a fight and everything that you throw is landing, everything that your opponent throws is missing you. You know, you just see things coming before they happen and you just end up to land and you start to get in a flow where you feel untouchable. Well, this is the flow state, and some of you might be have been there, and some of you might not have ever been there before. But I'm going to share my tips on how I like to get into the flow state. So we'll start off with preparation. If you're not prepared, you know you're going to get slaughtered. So you want to be prepared. That means you're training hard, you're rocking up to all your training sessions, you're putting in the work. So when it comes to your session, you're ready to go and you're feeling prepared for the moment. So that sort of goes into my second point, which is going to be confidence. You want to have a level of confidence that is pretty high. You don't want to be cocky, because cocky, you're going to do stuff. You're going to do stuff, and you're probably going to get countered, or you're probably going to get hit because you're being overly confident. Um, I believe in being the right amount of confidence, so believing in your skill set, believing in your preparation, and just being confident. You don't go into a round, with your shoulders rolled over, hunch back and sort of think that, once you start giving off the energy that you're not confident, the other person is going to pick up on that and have a pretty good time with you. So, yeah, the second is confidence. The third is it sort of ties into the preparation and the confidence, and it's visualization. So there's a couple ways that you can visualize yourself. One of the ways is through shadow boxing. That's how I like to visualize my rounds. Is I just shadow box, like six rounds per day, and I'm just getting into the feeling of being in a fight. Your reactions and just like visualizing so many different things that can happen in a fight. So when you come to it, you're already prepared mentally. You've like rehearsed it over and over and over. Now it's just like time to execute. Um, and so the fourth thing is do not think, um, which is weird because everyone's like, oh, you want to think in there. It's like the thinking is for before, you think, you prepare what you're going to do, prepare, you visualize what you're going to do, and you're going to have the confidence to go in there and do it. Anytime that I've hit the flow state, I haven't been thinking. All those other three um, things or tips have already got me to where I need to be. That now I'm not thinking, I'm just reacting. I'm looking at my opponent, or my sparring partner, whatever it might be. I'm not thinking, I'm just reacting. I'm just in absolute flow. There's no thoughts that are stopping me. Like I'm not going like, oh, what's he going to throw? How's he going to throw? As soon as he throws, I'm just slipping and going, or, I'm going and I'm already just anticipating what he's going to do. And, because I'm in the flow now. Like you don't need to think once you're there. So don't think, just do. So when all three come together, the fourth will just be the full enter of the flow state, which is being present in the now. So you're not thinking what they're going to do. You're not thinking about what has just happened. You're completely in the now. You're seeing everything. Your eyes are dialed in, and you're just in a absolute state of flow, and it's the best place to be. And if you know, you know, and if you don't, do what I just told you and try it out in your next session.